Welcome to the YouTube video about U.S. Marine veteran Trevor Reed, who has recently been released from wrongful detention in Russia. Trevor Reed's release is part of a surprise prisoner exchange with Russia, in which the U.S. has sent back Konstantin Yeroshenko. This exchange was the result of long and difficult negotiations between both countries. President Joe Biden communicating how much the family meant to him, saying in a statement, "I heard in the voices of Trevor's parents how much they've worried about his health and missed his presence." Reed was reportedly wrongfully detained and accused of allegedly assaulting a police officer while he was drunk in 2019. Reed's family and U.S. diplomats did not believe the evidence against him and thought he was being held as a bargaining chip. Reed's health was beginning to deteriorate, to the point where his release began to become increasingly urgent. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for Paul Whelan, an American citizen who has been detained in Russia since the end of 2018. Whelan has been accused of being a spy, which his family denies. Whelan was sentenced in 2020 to 16 years in prison. WNBA star Paul Griner is also still in Russia, who was detained in February at an airport for possessing hashish oil. Griner's agent made it clear that her detention is a sign of how unfair gender pay is in the U.S., and if convicted, she could face 10 years in prison. President Joe Biden and U.S. diplomats remain committed to the goal of bringing American citizens held wrongfully abroad back home safely. The Reed's family was ecstatic upon Trevor returning, but more work needs to be done in order to bring Paul Whelan and Paul Griner back home safely and securely. We wish them, and all the people wrongfully detained in Russia, to be released safely and return to their families as soon as possible. Stay tuned.